The first area of family engagement in the rubric is understanding families. As a team, have each individual read all 4 levels of the rubric. Each team member should identify on their own the level that best describes the current practices of the school. It's a good idea to have members think of examples and experiences that led them to their rating. And by the end of the conversation, you'll want to reach consensus on the level that best represents your school at this point in time. We recommend having a way to vote. When there's not consensus, have each person on the team give their reasons why they selected the level they chose. And after each member has had a chance to do this, it's a good idea to revote to try to reach consensus. Remember, the power's in the discussion, not the exact level chosen. What's important is that everyone's ideas have been heard and that your team is focused on improvement over time. Now's a good time to pause the presentation to complete this process for determining the level that best represents your school's practices related to understanding families. Now, you'll have an opportunity to reflect on what understanding families looks like at an administrative level and at the classroom level. Here are some examples of practices that administrators and teachers and other school staff members should consider for better understanding families. Consider professional development for your school staff members. Consider having your teacher-based teams and building level teams reviewing and redesigning your family engagement strategies for understanding families. At the classroom level, asking families about their funds of knowledge and providing opportunities for families to share information so that teachers better understand the families of the children in their classrooms. Being aware of the level of support that each family would like to have in order to support their child's early literacy at home. And teachers recognizing those everyday literacies that occur in homes and in the community and connecting to that in their classroom instruction. Those are some examples. Now's a good time to pause and have the team members add your own ideas about practices that you're already using to understand families or new strategies that you might like to use this year. Here are some links to professional learning resources that may help your school to take steps to better understand families of the children enrolled in your school. We suggest setting a timer for about 5 minutes and having each team member review 1 or 2 of the resources. Each team member should then share out about what the resources are and whether a resource is a good action to pursue this school year. Think about if this resource is something the entire team should take the time to review now and even test out. Now that you've come up with a rating for understanding families, you've explored some examples and resources for this key area, you're ready to put your next steps on paper. We've tried to feature some big ideas and highlights in this presentation, but there are many more examples and resources in the larger examples document that we have for you. We've provided the link to the examples document on this slide. In addition, we know you might have your own local examples to discuss regarding improving your building-wide practices for understanding families. Pause the presentation now and take some time to wrap up your review and discussion about existing examples and resources for understanding families. Now you're ready to record your successes and opportunities for growth on page 9 of the rubric. In addition, you should pause this presentation and discuss what your priorities and action steps will be for the next few months, and record them also on page 9 of the rubric.